Give me just a second here. I'll turn this fan off. Noisy fan. Hi guys, I hope everybody is doing good this Monday morning. Whoa, calm down. Hope everybody's doing good this Monday morning. So this full moon, guys, this energy that we're still sitting in on this full moon has been a little insane. It has most definitely been a difficult one for me, and I've talked with many people this week that this full moon, that we're, like I said, the energy we're still sitting in with this full moon has really been a rough one for a lot of people. Hi, blessings for Julie. Oh, blessings from UK. Thank you. You know, the UK's been popping up so much around me right now, and I don't know exactly why. I'm like, well, maybe I'll visit there someday. You know, who knows, right? I know that I don't know what is going on with this camera. Sorry, guys. It's like all fuzzy. It was doing it last night too. And I had smoked out my room, and I did the full moon read. And hi, Jesse. The messages just came to me. It was insane, but it was so foggy, and there was no natural light. And I was like, wow, this really doesn't look that great. But hopefully, though, the message is what it is, right? So, but so here's the deal, guys, that I've been like personally, my energy and what I've been dealing with talking to other people as far as this full moon went and the things that are going on. So much is closing out, guys. So much is closing out. And it's like jobs that don't serve you anymore that you really thought you wanted, that maybe, you know, they even paid really well. But then once once maybe you got fired or you quit, you realized how much you didn't enjoy that job. Oh, a festival. That's awesome. Well, you know, got to get all the other stuff like being able to leave the country with a passport and stuff, right? I don't have any of that. So if it's soon, it probably won't be that way, but maybe someday. But I appreciate the offer too. Thank you. Okay. Big things are closing out, like jobs, relationships. Hi, Bella. Hi, Dad. Well, here we go. Now everybody's coming on in. Hi, Amanda. Okay, yeah, you have a question about the meaning of one of the cards? Okay. It was temperance? Okay, well, that's balance, and it's an angel that comes in and kind of helps things out, balance things out, fix issues if people are willing to for those issues to be fixed. Yeah, turbulent energy, definitely, Amanda. Definitely. Thank you, Amanda, so much. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Caitlin. Hi, Chrissy. Yep, I hope something resonates to you. Hi, Chanel. Yep, Mondays just got better. Seriously, this is what I did on Mondays because I was like, nobody's really crazy about Mondays. This might give people something to look forward to. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Deidre. Hi, Bella. Yeah, Gail. Yeah, you went over the hill then, right? Okay, we're getting it. We're getting there. Okay, Dash. Now I can't really. I don't really do personal. This isn't a personal reading. This is just for the collective. So, I will tell you that what is actually supposed to be happening is going to be happening. If you guys are meant to be together, that will happen. The universe will bring that together. Maybe that's that baby. Maybe that's the universe doing that. If you're not meant to be together, guess what? That tower in that universe is going to make it to where you're not. Like the towers cannot be avoided, is basically okay. Okay. Oh, thanks, Chanel. Yes, go hit that like button, guys. Thank you so much. 22 in here. 3 people have hit the like button, and we are almost at 5 minutes. So let's get started. I am going to use this Under the Roses deck to clarify, which everybody knows. I really love this deck. It's simple for me, and I read really well with it. I was going to do the spellcasters, but Spirit is telling me no. No. So let me see. Oh, really? I know all you gotta be really happy. Whispers of Love, Oracle. Spirit. That's a possibility, Dash, but I don't know for sure. Hi, Lisa. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's Aquarius and a Scorpio. Makes sense. All the cards are popping out everywhere, guys. Wow. Okay. These are the ones that are supposed to come out. Wow. Holy cow, guys. Yeah, Spirit is talking today. I already feel I'm getting the chills. I gotta pray though, because I didn't pray yet. So let's do that, right? I do understand, Dash. Believe me. Spirits that guide me, angels that protect me, goddesses, and my God, please be here. Surround me. Help me see messages. Protect my energy. Help it to be positive. Help me to see the messages that need to come through. Thank you for never leaving and always having the best for our souls in mind. We thank you. Okay, guys. Me too, Caitlin. Okay. We've got two different situations going on here, guys, okay? Two different situations. First, we got 38, which breaks down to an 11, which is divine. Honesty is essential. To be a loving person, it is important that we speak truthfully and in a loving manner. This is definitely, I'm gonna let you right now, counterpart reading. I'm gonna let you know that right now. It is a counterpart reading. This is one energy and this is the other energy. Okay, guys? And I can tell you right now, this is gonna trigger some people before we even get into it. The energy, I feel it, it will trigger people. And it's going to talk about the things that we have not worked through, that we need to work through with you. And there's no judgment at my table. And there's absolutely, if it comes off harsh or strong, that's just my personality trait. It's not a judgment. But I will read what this is saying, because Spirit wants me to tell this the message, but it's not an easy one, okay? So bear with me. Next is 17. Have patience. Love is patient and kind, always. No, that's probably, if you're supposed to be working on patience, that's why there's things coming around to work on the patience, because we got to work on that type of stuff. Number 4, this is the other energy. You are limitless. Recognize this truth. You can do anything you choose to do. Caitlin, try to get out of it and then refresh it. Okay? See if that might work, because it's not skipping here. And I'll be slower, okay? This is a unicorn. You're limitless. You are limitless. New love. 26, that breaks down to an 8, which is, of course, infinity, ebb and flow. It continuously goes, right? Embrace this new opportunity of love that is here. This may pertain to work opportunities or spiritual growth. There is a new love coming in, and I think this new love is here to help you realize that you're limitless. I believe this is the person you're dealing with over here. Right there. This one is 32, breaking down to a 5, and it says, look at your patterns in relationships. It requires inner strength to recognize that you need to change or modify your behavior. And then ask for help, 14, breaking down to a 5. So you have 2 5s here, okay? And it says, what you really need, or what is it that you really need help with? Be willing to allow yourself the support you need, okay? So with this, guys, this is telling me that we have an energy over here that is healing. This energy over here is healing. This energy over here is figuring out that they can move forward and they can do what, they set their mind to. They have a new, it says love, but it can be any opportunity. Like it says work, spiritual growth, finding your spiritual family, being with people that, that are right with in the same vibration. Okay. So changing the ways that are being looking at yourself, looking at where your thoughts have taken different situations as far as like maybe trying to think what somebody else is thinking. Like, well, I'm trying to look at your patterns in relationships. Don't just do whatever you think they want you to do to make them happy. And that's in any relationship. It's trying to to help and be helpful and to, that knight in shining armor to try to fix everything for everybody. That can't be that way, because you got to, this asking for help is like allowing yourself the support you need. You got to be willing to do that. It's understanding you cannot ask for help even from spirit without recognizing first that there was an issue. If you don't see an issue, you can't ask to have it fixed or to have help in fixing it, right? And shown how to fix it if you don't even know it's a problem, right? And so if you've been in a relationship where maybe somebody's been real closed off and you just been there and you're just have been kind of pushed down, or you jump from one to the next, it's like it's hard to be alone, and being alone is really difficult because it's lonely. No one wants that, okay? But understanding that you need to love and respect yourself first is more important. And going through this, your that's okay. This is you loving yourself. The new love, that is the new love, unconditional acceptance, unconditional everything. That's the new love you have for yourself. You're recognizing who you are, and you're realizing that you need some emotional help because maybe you just give in too easily. You just make it easy for people. Like, not like you're easy. I mean, like you don't make them prove that they really want to see you. Like, it's just like you hang out and then all of a sudden it's like you're together. And there was no real dating. There was no recording. There was no, does that make sense? Like there wasn't like a dating part. It was just kind of like, it just kind of happened. It was like, okay, yeah, well, we're together now. And it's just been that way. And understanding that you're worth somebody actually trying, you're worth actually have somebody for you, right? That you're welcome, Chrissy, to be able to step back and say, no, I respect myself more and I love me more than to just, yeah, let's go do this, or yeah, let's go do that. And when you do that, see, okay, Bella, see, and that is the truth. Like it's just really, if it's really realizing to love yourself. This is such a self-love, self-healing, self-acceptance full moon energy that we were in. This energy over here, the honesty is essential, have patience, and I love you. Okay. This is the other energy. This is someone who cannot, it's hard for them to show their true selves. It's hard to be truthful with themselves, much less anybody else, and pretty much, yes. I mean, if it's a compromise, you don't have, if if there's behaviors that your spouse or partner is doing, or you're doing yourself, right? And it's being pointed out and you're trying to work things out, then yeah, you got to look at your own self and say, okay, well, maybe I don't need to be cranky so much, or I don't need to, that's me. I was cranky, right? But I mean, like, I can do this situation different when I act that way. I can still act out of love and still treat them with respect, even though I don't feel like I got treated with respect. And as long as we always treat others with respect and we always make sure that we're doing what's best good for everybody, like you don't just go off fly the handle, you spur the moment type stuff, and you think things through, then you're on the right path. You're doing what you need to be doing, and you're not jumping into things, right? That's right, Caitlin. Exactly. And this is an energy for people to realize who they are within themselves. We've got someone here that's had a mask that's been lying. That has been lying, like it seems like the entire time, and it's an ending to a brand new beginning, and they're trying to hand you a rose with Cupid's arrow on it, if you could see that. Oh, my hands are shaky. It's like a little Cupid on there. Anyways, it's cute. And love is patient, love is kind always. But the problem is that I don't believe everybody in the situation was kind and patient. And I think that either this energy over here was like, hey, I love you, and I can't do this to you anymore. It's kind of like understanding that, you know, this isn't, I can't live in this energy anymore. I'm really not. I don't take questions on here. I try to be as lenient as I can on little ones, but I just really prefer not to because I'm just trying to stay with the reading itself for the collective. It is definitely Bella, definitely Bella. I agree with you. It's hard to be nice to narcissistics. Okay. I want to see this energy over here, and then I will clarify this energy over here. This is the person you're dealing with. So if you're a cross watcher, this might be you needing to be completely honest and in a loving manner. Be patient situation with honesty and in a loving manner is going to actually help this other person. So let's just see. Oh my gosh. The very first thing I got out was High Priestess, which is the High Priestess to the Empress. And the Death card that goes into Temperance. This is a all signs collective check-in. So we've got the High Priestess and we've got the Death card. We got the High Priestess Empress. So we've got someone who intuitively knows that this is not right, that there's some lies, that things are not going well, and that there's falsehood. And look, there's even a full moon in the background, guys. Look at that big old moon. Hi, guys. Okay, so intuitively moving into something new, fertile, I mean, getting ready to go and start new things. However, I also feel like this could definitely be a love child coming in, right? And maybe you knew about it, like you just kind of had a feeling and you were waiting for it to pop itself up. And then with this Death card that goes into Temperance, it's like, yeah, as soon as that information came in, or you knew that they were doing something new with somebody else or starting something new with somebody else, that's all you needed to have the Death experience to go into Temperance, which is patience and just having balance. And that's what this is. Have patience. Love is patient and kind. Okay. Am I taking all that? No. Okay. 8 of Pentacles just popped out. Said the 9 of Pentacles. Okay. We got the 2 of Cups, the Page of Swords, and the 6 of Pentacles. So for the have patience, love is patient and kind always. You have 8 of Coins, 2 of Cups, Page of Swords, and 6 of Cups. So what this is telling me is that there has definitely been a lot of research, a lot of lessons learned in this relationship for sure. And it turned somebody into being someone very stable. Taught somebody how to love, taught somebody how to express love to someone else. It's with this Page of Swords to the Knight of Swords, it's almost like it's the initiation, like, okay, now you've learned the lesson in a sense. That's the feeling. It's like, okay, well, you learned the lesson. You studied, you did what you should have done. You're building your own stability. Yes, you understand love and you understand 2 are better than 1. However, you don't necessarily have to have that as a romantic relationship. And the 6 Pentacles is investments. It's coming together to work together and having investments. And I just feel like with this, I feel like the person who is being lied to feels like they've worked so hard to try to get this relationship to be this happy Two of Cups and all this stuff, okay? But it's almost like this is like the Page of Swords here into the Knight of Swords. It's almost like this had to happen so they could get the knowledge to be able to do the Six of Pentacles, to be able to, move forward and actually build together. Hi, Christina. So, I mean, this could be 9 years together. This could be even longer than that, okay? But it's a long time, and there's been a lot of patience that's been needed, okay? However, guys, I do feel that lessons have been learned with this. The emotional side is stable. I don't feel romance, though. I feel love, but I don't feel romance. I feel a lot, there's a lot of pentacles and a lot of thoughts. So a lot of trying to figure out how to build, but not a lot of emotion. Yep. I love you. These are very important words, guys, okay? What clarified that was the Star into the Moon and the World into the Fool. Wow. Bringing balance to the emotions, understanding that I may care about somebody, or, like you may love this person. You may really, really love this person, and you may really care about them. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Jen. So I make sure I say hi to everybody. Hi, Christina. Hi, Jesse. I think I said it. But anyways, going deep into the emotional state, and finding the balance in it. And look at that big O moon. And this was all Cancer, man. All water, okay? And then we have the World that goes into the Fool, which is completions. And I mean real done, nothing, it's not coming back type of completion, and moving right into a Fool. And it's like there's a wish being said by two. And if you look at this, the Fool is one. It always goes off by themselves, right? This is like the two people who just understand that something has come to its end. And with love, no matter what happened, no matter what the lies were about, it is unconditional love. It's that lesson of unconditional love, and still working together and building investments, even though there might not be romantic stuff involved. There may just be love and care and family and working together, but it's not romantic. Hi, Shannon. I'm glad you got to get in here. Let's see. All right. So now I'm going to clarify, and you can pick who you are in this story. This is somebody who has been lying and knows they should probably walk away to bring balance. And I think that they're doing that. This is another energy, and I feel like this is more of the energy of you guys watching. But there are going to be some cross watchers, so it's not going to be, for everybody like that. But with you are limitless and new love, I literally feel like this is just coming out of all this. And once you figure out who the fraud was, or who the person was that you can't trust, or people, or job, or whatever it is, when you figure that out, it's like you love yourself. You're like, wait a dang minute. Who the heck do you all think you are? Like, what? So you can just lie and do all these things and just, treat me crappy, and I'm just supposed to sit here and deal with that? No, done. You know why? Because I love me, and I'm a damn unicorn. Right? Like, I don't have to, the energy, I don't have to deal with people not being open with me, or actually wanting to work on this, with me. I don't gotta deal with that. Wait a minute. Okay, so now that I realize I love me and I realize I'm a unicorn, okay? I'm a unicorn. And I realize, oh my gosh, and this is the energy, right? I'm just telling a story. Oh my gosh, this whole thing's been a lie. The whole thing has been a lie. But I love you. So can we still, there's children in this card. Can we raise our kids? Are we going to be able to do that? Can we be partners on that? But, everything else is done now. Because, you have kids with somebody, guess what? They're in your life forever. Like, they say 18 years. I'm so sorry, guys. No. You have kids with somebody, when that child graduates high school, when that child goes off to whatever military or whatever they're doing, when they get married, when they have their first child, no matter what, if you had a child with somebody, they're in your life forever. So figuring out how to work together with the Six of Pentacles and continue to invest on what they had already started trying, but in a different way. It is no longer a love, a romantic love, because both people understand that they need some help. This person over here cannot be honest with themselves. Look, the star to the moon, trying to bring balance to the emotion by leaving. They can't face the conflict. This person's wearing a mask. I don't know if I know that my stuff doesn't look so great sometimes when I'm streaming and it gets pixelated, so I apologize if that's happening, but I'm going to go real slow and I hope you can see. He's got a mask on. He's got this red rose, but he's got this little Cupid's arrow, and it's just not, and it's all behind her back. And she's got like these fireworks and all this stuff, on her side, like she's really thinking this is something fantastic. And he just gets her, and, and the whole time he's wearing a mask and she doesn't even know who he is. There could be secret families here. There could be a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. That's all I'm going to say. Anyways, you figure out, I love you. You love me. Okay, great. We're all human. Nobody's perfect. You've got your issues. I've got mine. Your issues is that you can't be honest with yourself. You can't be honest with me. You can't be honest with anybody. JR's in the house. Give me just a second. Okay. All right, Chrissy. Okay, you get it? Good. Bella, Jessie Bonbon, Caitlin, Shannon. Okay. This is the energy of, maybe I didn't have the building blocks, right? Maybe I didn't know what a healthy relationship looked like. Maybe I didn't, I was never taught any of that stuff. So I wouldn't understand all that. That's an energy. Like, it's like, oh my gosh, how did I not see this? How did I allow I love you too, Jared. It's all right. Don't worry, man. This full moon, I didn't even get the full moon reads out until like 3 a.m. this morning, and it's 2 days after the full moon. This full moon has kicked everybody's butt, so no worries. I'm just reading, guys, real quick. Just a second. Oh, wow, Christina. Wow. Well, I'm glad you get to see your daughter. This literally is an energy of, okay, so for however long, 5 years, 3 years, 10 years, 12 years, 6 months, 9 months, whatever the case may be, whoever was being lied to all the time feels like a fool because they know better. They normally can see the situation. Yeah, Chrissy. Yep. Domestic violence. But here's the deal about domestic violence, guys. And anybody that's dealing with this, please hear me out. Or anybody that is in a situation there's a lot of lies like this situation here. Listen. If you are arguing about the exact same things that you were arguing about when you first got together, or for years, this is like nothing's changed, nothing's been fixed, all these stuff, it's just the same arguments constantly. There's no growth, right? And you stay, and because you love them so much, and then all of a sudden you don't really have a lot of friends anymore, you're not really going out anymore, you're not doing anything, you're not really enjoying anything, and then you do that for years, and then you lose each other, right? And it's just like, wait a minute, what happened? Well, the entire time you find out they're lying behind your back while you've been trying to fix the marriage, right? You've been trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like fix the partnership, fix the business, fix the company, fix the whatever, right? And then totally doing something else over here, not putting effort in, okay? And it's like emotionally, anybody that's narcissistic, and doesn't have to be men, it's a masculine energy, okay? It's a controlling energy, which comes from a masculine side, which we all have. It's there for a reason, and it serves a good purpose, but not to control and not to do it like that. An energy of getting things done, not an energy of pushing people down them. You see what I mean? Or control situation. And when you're in a domestic violence situation, they love strong, insecure women. And I'm going to say that again. Or strong, insecure men. Either way. They love strong, insecure partners. Because then they can prove they're better. Because then they can, assert their dominance, right? Prove they're better. It's a challenge for them. And the more that they can make you feel like you're not worth anything, the more and more they can control you. And then they can just start taking their anger out on you and start, like you said, domestic violence, start beating you and stuff. And then guess what? Then you don't have any friends to call, because now all your friends, they, he, them, whatever the case may be, isolate you from friends and isolate you from family, and nobody really knows what's going on. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden it's just like, I can't do this anymore. I just can't do it. And that's just how this energy feels. And somebody stayed. It was like, I need to be loved. 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 Here I am. I love you. Here I am. And it was like they just gave everything without stopping for a second. And that's what that is. Finding your rhythms in your relationships and realizing that, okay, maybe I did things the same way. Maybe I have a pattern in, how I handle certain conflicts or certain things in my relationships. And maybe because I'm so blinded by love, right? I didn't see it, right? And that's a question you're asking yourself, is the energy of, wait a minute, is my love just that blind that I couldn't see the lies the entire time? Okay, so if that's the case, then how do I get help? Why didn't I see this? What am I needing inside myself so bad, right? And I'm like, hey. And that's what a lot of people are doing right now. I'm telling you, I've talked to so many people, and that is exactly what they're going through. It's like one person was deceiving, and the other person was just like basically almost like kneeling down. I do to make this happen. Yes, Bella, that's right. And Caitlin, yep. There's so many things, guys, that got people's energies off of what was really important. And the last 2 years has been hard for that. And it's because we've had to look at our patterns and relationships, right? And be like, hey, why do I feel like I have to be loved? Why do I have to feel like I have to be needed? Why do I feel like I have to be needed to be loved? Why do I feel like I have to be of service constantly for somebody to want me around, right? It's that kind of energy. That's right, Bella. That's right. All the planetary energy is getting this to this. It's making the people who are false have to look at themselves for what they've done as far as their falsehood and who they've hurt with that, making promises they can't keep, pretending to be somebody they're not. And the other person is like, how did I not see this? What? And that's the two energies, okay? Well, see, and that's the thing, is like, that's, everybody wants, to come to life and stuff. Hi. Farlich? Going, I'm sorry, guys. I was starting to read the chat and I got kind of lost. But I will tell you, whoever is in this energy is like, look, there's amends. You both love each other. I love you. These are very, very important words, right? But it's also completing. Sorry, guys, hold on. Okay. It's also completing a cycle with love and starting into a new cycle with this partner. And I think it's because you have kids. With the kids there, you have kids together. So there's a completely new cycle, but is only in a partnership as far as parenthood. And you're leaving in love, and you're separating in love. Because you realized you're a damn unicorn. And you realize that you love yourself and you're actually pretty damn freaking cool, and that you got a lot to offer and you got a lot to give, and there's somebody out there that's actually going to see that in you and that's actually going to see it, right? Thank you, JR. Exactly. Why are people not seeing what I'm seeing? Like, how is this not, how's this complicated? And then talk to people, and then they do say certain things that it's not what it is, and you're like, no, it's just this. And you understand because maybe you know them better, but you do understand. You do get what's actually happening. Oh, I'm glad you didn't miss it either. That's right. Thank you, Bella. And listen. Oh, hi, Jennifer. It is so super important right now for all of us to exercise unconditional love and forgiveness and patience. It doesn't mean you have to stay with a person who's not treating you right or is lying to you. That does not mean that. But you can be loving and patient with that person and have a new relationship with that person, and just not give them that part of yourself anymore, because you love yourself more than that now. And anybody that's going to get that part of yourself is going to damn well deserve it, because now you understand that you want healthy relationships, not relationships that just latch on and there's no direction, there's no focus. It's just, okay, we're together. That's right, Caitlin. Yep. Okay. And you can be doing it with your family. It can be work, family, love. Sorry, JR. It happens. I freaked my dad out last night too. He was sitting on the couch and he wanted a Pepsi but did not say anything. And I was in the kitchen making coffee, and I grabbed my coffee, go to the fridge, grab him a Pepsi, and we meet halfway, and he got his empty Pepsi in his hand, and he goes, "Stop that! Stop reading my mind. You're gonna lose your mind if you read my mind," And I handed him his Pepsi, and I just smiled. I said, "I told you I was working," and that was like when I was getting that message for the full moon and stuff. It was insane. Well, then don't allow them to treat you like an afterthought, and that is the biggest lesson of this. Don't let them treat you like an afterthought. And if they treat you like an afterthought, then don't go over there. I mean, I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but I think this is a huge lesson on learning how to teach people how to treat us. Because when there's traumas that haven't been dealt with and healing that hasn't taken place, then we feel like we just deserve whatever it is that we get. Well, at least they're with me. At least they're, whatever, right? I can, they love me. Well, if you've never had a real healthy relationship with real love is, and a foundation that's built on honesty and transparency and really getting to know each other, then it's not going to be that. And I think a lot of people in business partnerships, in family, in romance, and all kinds of things, realizing that there are tons of people, not tons, but I mean, like, there are a lot of people in their life that is not who they thought that they were. And it's sad because of the fact that maybe it took a lot of time. And so this energy over here is like, wow, that was way too long for me to lose myself in the relationship. Where did I lose my emotions? Where did I lose my common sense? If somebody was to tell me what I'm trying to say about this relationship, they would tell me to leave that person and tell me that they're not doing right by me. But I don't believe that, because I think they're perfect and that they would never hurt me, right? You just keep going that no, and the lies just keep coming, and people just believe it because there's a smile on their face, they're charming and they're warm, and you want them to love you. So then you're like, they do love me. And you take them back, and then it's like, well, they ain't doing anything again at all, right, to prove it. So it's a lesson of not giving that precious part of yourself, that precious part of yourself, that heart, that intimate part of yourself that you only share with a person you absolutely love, it's a lesson in that it's like, I don't have, not to give your heart away and your intimacy away so quickly, right? And I'm not saying that it was fast. I'm just saying, like, I know for a lot of people I've talked to about rushing things or rushing into things, and it was the panic of I got to have a spouse because I'm afraid to be by myself, and there was a huge energy of that for like a long time, and people were just like latching onto each other, and then everybody was fighting, and then nobody was happy for like the last 2 years. But anyways, I think people are just really realizing that they're a damn unicorn, and nobody's treated them like a unicorn. They are, we're unicorns, people. And the people that been dealing with it ain't seen that we're a unicorn. Until the very end. That's what Spirit just said, till the very end. When this moon card and the star in the world with I love you, yeah, when both of you really know that this is done, family, work, relationship, when both of you are done, it will very, very well be with love. Whether you are showing it to each other or you just are operating in love and respect for that person, this split up, whoever is dealing with something like this that is resonating with this reading, it is with love out of both of you. This is two people that came together who had issues that they didn't even know they had. And yeah, 18 years. See, 18 years. There's people that have been with people for 18 years, 20 years, 10 years, 8 years, whatever, 5 years. Maybe 5 years is the longest relationship, they've ever had. And that's a long time if that's the longest relationship you've ever had. You talk to somebody that's been together for 20 years, like, oh, 5 years, that's nothing. Well, to you, because you've learned, you've been through it. But that person there hasn't. And that person there is hurting after 5 years. And that person doesn't understand what in the world's going on, right? So it's like, learning those lessons that wait a minute. Wait 1 minute. Who am I again? What is it that I want? What made me happy? What makes me laugh? Do I like horror movies or no? Do you, right? Like, it's almost like just getting back to I am awesome. God made me awesome. Spirit made me exactly the way I should be. And if people around me can't see that, that's cool because I love me now. And that's the best love I can have because now I know how to respect myself, right? And that is what this is teaching. We have somebody over here that can't be honest because they just can't be honest with themselves. And I feel a lot of stuff in this. I feel like there's probably there are people who are that enjoy both genders and they can't tell anybody. Okay, it's like they're stuck in this closet of uncertainty and not knowing, and they don't know how to step out and say, hey, this is really me. And they've been lying the whole time because they lied to themselves. And it's not even about you, right? It's about the fact that that person didn't know how to handle their own truth. And when you have somebody that found out their truth, that figures out their truth, right? And knows their self-worth and says, I love you, but I love me more. And I respect you, but I respect me more. And you haven't shown me that kind of respect. So I got to give it to myself now. And when you do that and you realize you're that damn unicorn, it's beautiful. Like, it's a gorgeous energy. It's like, if male or female, it is a radiant energy. And your intuition led you to this falsehood. So you could end it with the death card into the temperance to bring balance. Your intuition, you're on point with your intuition, guys. On point. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Jennifer, you are. You're very important. Guys, don't let anybody treat you as if you're not worth that. They don't have to yell at you or be abusive or be mean to like hurt you. I mean, emotional hurt hurts. And to think everything is okay and to think everything is fine and then to find out it's not after years, that's almost worse than knowing the entire time and trying to work it out. That's like really believing that you had this whole life and then all of a sudden you're finding out whoever it is that you love is completely not that what you thought. They had a different life or whatever it is. Okay? Yes. Now they will take advantage of unconditional love. Cool. That's the cool thing about unconditional love and love itself. It's bottomless. If they want to take advantage of unconditional love, that's on them. That's on their spirit. That's fine. You just keep giving it. I accept you and I understand you as you are today. That does not mean that I have to stand there with you in your own shit and deal with you. That means I love you. I'm here for you. But those are your issues that I no longer have to try to fix or carry for myself, right? And that's self-love and that's self-respect and that's saying, I'm your friend and I'm here. I'm a partner with you, life partner. We're going to know each other forever. I will help you how I can. But there's some real deep-rooted issues to be loved no matter what. I'll kind of do whatever over here. Just love me, love me, love me, right? Hold on, my computer is trying to say that my connection is unstable. Can you guys hear me? Everything okay still? Hey Brady, yes, when you can get on and listen to the whole reading, Brady, I'm almost 100% sure this is going to resonate with you. Just from that, what I just read, yes. Okay, Christina. Okay, getting chills. Okay, I think I knew he might be involved two ways. Is that what you said? Yes, yes. Like there are. Okay, great, Shannon. Thank you. Oh my gosh, Mandy. Yes. See. Yes, Brady. Hang in there, Crystal. Thank you for your support with you guys. All of your support for each other. Like the community here is amazing. Thank you so much for Mandy for saying that there is a clarification. Thank you for telling me that what I do is helping because that helps me continue, right? So you're welcome for the clarification. Come on, guys, get some more likes up in this house. We got 31 people and we got 9 likes. You guys want to like it, subscribe, hit that notification bell, right? Oh, collective hug. Thank you, Caitlin. Oh, cool. It's not skipping anymore. Yeah, nobody wanted this message to come out because if we just stay stuck in the crap, we'll stay stuck in the crap. We won't have no healing and move on and be able to help others get out of their crap, right? Which is the whole purpose of us healing our crap. So it would be much easier just to stay in what we're used to because change is hard. I mean, like, it's difficult for an empath to talk to people. Like, I have a really hard time talking to people now because it's like, when they talk, I can see the things that they're really not trying to work on. And I can't call them out on it because then I wouldn't have no damn friends, right? People be like, I don't ever want to hang out with you, Raven. You just don't, you just don't stop, you know? But I see things from a level and a higher perspective that I never did before. And I can't hardly understand it or explain it, but I know I'm right. And everybody around me knows I'm right. Like they're like, you're scary. You're scary how right you are. And I'm like, well, I didn't ask for this, but this is happening. And since I have this and I can help, I want to help, you know? Yes, right? It just is. And it's like, I think a lot of the energy now is getting into a space where people are trying to deal with their shit. Like they really are looking at the masks they put on themselves and what they have basically fertilized in a sense, what they have created through lies. And they created a death process that goes into temperance, which is patience and balance and getting balance back in that life. Yes, Christina, we do love you, Mandy. You're welcome. I love sharing my gift with you guys. I think it's pretty awesome. It can be annoying at, when I can't sleep at night and I'm having to work and, getting messages through the middle of the night. That's annoying. The more you send, the less you sleep, by the way, just let you know. So I put everything I got into this, guys. And, I always say when I don't resonate, or when I start resonating with a read, I can't continue to read. And that is true. Very true. But there are things in this read that do. Spirit's like, shh. All right. Everybody's going through it. Let's just put it that way, okay? Well, Bella, yeah, I can understand that when you say you have a life path of 9, so you're here. Kinda and kinda not. As a 9, you are complete, right? You have an energy of being able to take care of things by yourself. You don't need anybody to do that. So people come to you for that, okay? However, helping others is how you feel like you're getting that love from them. And that's a thing we all do, like service, right? Being a service of others. And it's like making sure that when we do that it's not because we want to be we want to be accepted or want them to love us. It's because we actually just want to serve others and see ourselves in them and say, hey, they may need some help. And if I needed that help, I want somebody to help me. And going over there and doing those types of things, right? That's where that comes in. I don't know about each number life path. I know what 6s mean, but I wouldn't say that means you'd go through it. I honestly think that means you get really good people to come into your life to build and be good partnerships with you, actually, Shannon. And if that hasn't happened yet, it's going to. Yeah, Jesse, there's been a change for sure. Like I say all the time, I'm going through these things too, guys. Like I'm dealing with these planetary aspects in my own personal life. So there's been a huge change in ascension. So I don't know exactly how to explain the whole life path number thing, but you can Google it. Okay, guys? All right. So what fell on the floor is the Queen of Wands to the King of Wands and the 7 of Coins to the 8 of Coins, guys. This is for the unicorns out there. This is for them unicorns. The Queen of Wands is like the most tempting card as far as like an energy. I mean, like the very attractive, seductive, just enticing, interesting, get stuff done, has no problems, walking into the room and filling the room with their energy. This is a person who has no issues with themselves. Okay. And they're going from the queen to the king. So their masculine and feminine is balanced and it's all fire, baby. And they have the 7 of Pentacles, which is investments, into the 8 of Pentacles, which is study. It's learning something. It is going into something that you're dang good at. And this particular card, the 7 to the 8, is if it doesn't work, try again. If you don't succeed, try again. That is literally like the definition of this card. If it doesn't work, try again. So now you've got somebody who had to go through some emotional crap to balance out their feminine and their masculine sides. So they don't just give their love freely to the person they're dating and say, okay, well, now it's 3 months in and now I want to get married and have babies. And, I'm in love with you. In 3 months' time, I'm just in love with you. You don't know somebody after 10 years of knowing them. You can love somebody and care for somebody, and I do believe you can fall in love very quickly. But unless people can use the masculine side of themselves and realize that emotional, feminine, in love, butterflies, through the roof feeling, that fades out because we live in real life. And when you realize that and realize that you've still got to make it fun, go after things. And you can't just masculine. When you balance it out, you go, all right, I guess we're going to go at this again. And you're doing it brand new again. It's like a brand new stage, only this time, again, guys, there's another child here. It's like there's somebody here that is like, no, I want to make sure I'm a good example to my kids. This is like somebody that's like, wait a minute, my aunts to deal with, or I'm seeing all these things, and it's like, oh crap, wait a minute. Is that in my relationship too? And it's like a lot of people are dealing with that and going, I would have never thought that my relationship turned out like that, because that is exactly the opposite of what I wanted. Here's the problem with this, guys. If there's no building blocks and there's no guidance and spiritual help on how to operate and see the signs and awaken so that we can deal with our spiritual self and let our spiritual self guide us, because we won't be wrong if we allow our spiritual self to guide us, because that's love and light. That's not hurting anybody. That's only helping. That is only helping, right? If we're only in that space though, where we just want to help, the masculine side isn't triggering when people are trying to get one over on us, right? So when we balance that masculine and the feminine, it's like the light and the dark. It's like, yes, I will love you and give you the shirt off my back if that's, if you're cold and you need something, but don't you take my kindness for a weakness anymore, because I would give you anything that I have if you needed it, right? That's the energy. But then it's like, but don't push it, because I know who I am now and I don't need you, right? Like in a like, to be more stern, like I can do it for myself now, but thanks, right? It's like, sorry guys. Well, just true. And people are always changing, but here's the deal. If you can find somebody that actually understands that there is a masculine and feminine side to them, and that they really do want to do some of the work and changing the mindset. That's right, Jesse. Changing the mindsets, then both people can understand each other and come from a place of, okay, yeah, I know what you're saying with that. And okay, now, oh, okay, so you did this all the time and you lied and you constantly did all this because you just really couldn't be honest with yourself. You do. Look, with that rose, but that's a itty bitty, tiny itty bitty Cupid. I don't know if anybody can really see that freaking Cupid on my stuff. It is the tiniest Cupid I've ever seen in my life. There is love here, guys, from this person. But they don't. Well, yeah, Christine, I don't want to like call you off on blast on that, but you'd probably be more healthier ways to figure out how to sleep. But I do understand the insomnia thing, and I get how annoying that can be. Love and forgiveness and compassion to a person who can't be honest with themselves. And to be honest, I feel bad for them. It's not as I'm not even like angry. I'm just like, oh man, okay. There's some real truth, some real things they're gonna have to look at themselves at and deal with over here. Okay, over here, I know this is going longer than I thought it was going to, but that's okay. Okay, this new love. I think those ones wanted to come out. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. We got the Hierophant into the Lovers with the Ten of Wands. I know what you mean, Mandy. Okay, so this is, okay, whoa. This is somebody that is taking all the pain that they've had and spiritually using it. This is someone who's taking all the lessons they've learned so far in life and spiritually using them and letting that guide them. This is someone who is allowing the pain to come to the surface so they can heal. This is someone who is saying, I am no longer going to be incomplete with myself, much less be incomplete in a connection anymore. And if I have to go take a vacation, if I have to go to rehab, if I have to go see friends or something for a couple weeks or do something to get up out of the pain I feel, then that's what I will do, because I need to get whole. I need to be in nature. I need to find someone else and understand that the person that's sitting in front of me that may have done me wrong or done me wrong, whatever. I'm saying me because I read from the side of who I'm reading for, which is you guys, and you know I do that. But I'm just saying you may have lied to me, right? Sitting on that side and going, okay, you lied to me. You got some issues. You got some problems. You got some things you got to figure out, but that's on you. And you came into this situation, into this commitment with me as a lie from the beginning. But I want you to figure out why you can't stop lying or can't stop doing whatever it is that you're doing, right? Because this is definitely lying. And I'm here to help you get through that. Because I love you and I care for you. Because that's how I am. That's my spirit. Here's the deal though. By you showing that unconditional love, by you being there in a way that lets people understand that they're not alone, even when you're angry at them and you sometimes want to be like, ah, but you see them and you're like, I don't want you to feel alone, but you got to fix your stuff to do that. And it takes a strong person to do that and to understand that spiritually they're working. I mean, their pain is what's bringing them to the surface, and they're going into the lovers with an ace of wands. I mean, here's all these 10 of wands, this 10-year relationship, 18-year relationship. Here's all these wands. Here's all these problems, lies, whatever. Oh, wow. Okay. So here's all these burdens about this current situation in work, romantic, family, whatever it is. There's this connection and you found yourself in it and it's weighing you down. The moment the lessons learned, the moment it's like, wait a minute, I'm a unicorn. Right? The moment's like, wait, no, I'm limitless. Like, this is weighing me down. This is stopping me. This is an emotional space I don't want to be in. And this is not causing me anything to have creative energy, to expand my mind. I have like basic words. It's like I need to expand my vocabulary because I say to get out there trying to meet people. But then it's just like, well, I've been in this relationship for 18 years and it's been rough. And now we're going to, right, or 10 years or 5 years, whatever. Now we're getting a divorce. Now I'm trying to make friends. I'm trying to get out there and I don't have any idea how to do it. It's scary. It is scary. And so you take this ace of wands of this creativeness, right? And all the stuff you want to do. And it actually is with the Lovers card, which is interesting because, okay, there it is. There it is. This is again going from like one into the next. And it doesn't have to be romantic. It's just like it's a spiritual, it's an intellectual, it's an emotional knowing that, okay, well, yeah, I can be without them because I do have my kids, or I do have these people here, whatever it is, or I have my bowling tournament or whatever, right? I don't know where that came from. Maybe that's significant to somebody. But I have all these things, and it's not. It's like you go right back into another relationship quickly, and that's the pattern. That's the look at your patterns in relationships, because you go right from all this pain with this marriage or this partnership, or really understanding how to let go of that stuff, and spiritually doing it, not knowing if you're making the right decision, taking a leap of faith. Okay, do I really want to continue the same patterns I've been doing? And that's what this is saying. That's right. It can't be healed. And there are times it just can't. And when that happens and you're a unicorn and they're a mask, right? You're the unicorn, they're the mask. You don't have to put up with it. You don't have to take them back. It's done. But it doesn't mean the relationship is done. It just means that you're no longer a romantic, intimate relationship. Married, you're no longer together, but you are partners because you have kids and you got to deal with each other. But you can, with love and light, understanding, forgiveness, and unconditional love, be a partnership for your children. But physically, you're not together. There's no things like that. It's making sure that there's a respect. There's a respect for the partnership as parents, or as business partners, or as family members, or as whatever it is. There's a respect for the title of what that union is. Yeah. So just be cautious of that, guys. That instant Ace of Wands flame that you're getting, try to put it in with yourself a little bit. Give that self-love to yourself and realize how much of an unlimited person you are, where you can really, the sky's the limit. You just got to put yourself out there and go for it, and you can do it. Okay. So for look at your relationships, we've got the Queen of Cups into the King of Cups with the 2 of Coins and 3 of Coins. Okay. This could be somebody that has always had issues with people at work, like they've always been cheating with people at work. They don't know how to stop doing that. This could be somebody who always goes for the people, like there's somebody that they've always find like, this is like, this is what they're wanting. They're wanting someone who is very stable in their emotions with their feminine and masculine, but also that they can really build together and work together. There's an infinity sign up there, like forever. And this says votes for women. This is like making sure that there's education out there. There's education out there, so people don't continue to do the patterns and relationships that they've been doing, because that is what's causing people to have so many problems right now. That's right. Everybody has a purpose. Everybody does. Everyone. Yeah. And you don't need somebody to bring you that balance. You got, what was that over here? The wands, the Queen and the King of Wands. You've got you who's balanced out your masculine and feminine as far as your passion and your fire and your creative side. That's really balanced. And then over here, you're looking for somebody who has their feminine and masculine emotional side balanced. Yep. That's what you're wanting. Somebody who's emotionally balanced, that can work together with you. And understanding that you don't have to jump into anything at any time. You can take your time. It's a coins. It's two to the 3. It's building. It's making a choice to build. And this can definitely just be building for yourself and figuring out your emotions and what you want to do for yourself. Okay. Asking for help. Clarify, it's asking for help. Somebody's definitely made a choice to work on themselves and to love themselves. Somebody made a choice to love themselves. They realized they were a dang unicorn and said, nope, the falsehood, the masks, the unknowing, the stuff I'm not aware of, I can't do this. I'm not doing it anymore. All right. That is it, guys. That is it. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Swords with the 2 of Swords. Okay, hold up. The only thing came up for ask for help, which is 14 breaking down to 5, and it says what you really need. What is it that you really need help with? Be willing to allow yourself the support you need. Guys, if there is depression, financial issues, maybe you share the bank account. Maybe there are just like 3D things you have to separate. And right now, your emotional side is just so crazy that you can't even focus on the 3D stuff. And you need people around you, your friends. Maybe you do have a parent. I see this as like father, daughter. Maybe you did go back to your family, and and they're helping you. You're realizing there's strength, guys. Listen to me. There is strength in realizing what you cannot do. And when we get to a point where we can actually stop and say, you know what, I can't do that, the world opens up because we have given ourselves the respect we need to know our own limitations. Well, thank you. And if you're really concerned, listen, Christina, if that's that kind of situation, then you need to get kind of like the authorities or whatever if you're that scared, honestly. If it's not that big of an issue, handle it. Deal with it. Get your daughter. It'll be okay. But if you're that concerned, you're scared, then do something about it. And I don't mean to be so harsh when I say that. I don't mean it in that way. What I mean is like, even I'm harsh with myself right now too, because I'm like, okay, why can't I can do that. I can do this. I can do, it's just remembering what you can do, remembering that you can do it. That's right. That's right. We can do it. 7 to the 8 of Cups, guys, asking for help through the confusion to be able to walk away. To put the emotions aside and say yes. Right, like he was a user, or he's right, like there's so many things that happened. I love him. I can't be without this person. And there's an older person helping you through this with your emotions and saying, hey, your emotions you shouldn't be this mentally, emotionally messed up. If your relationship's making you this mentally, emotionally messed up, then you should not be in it. And that older person is helping guide through that and helping understand that, right? And you walk away and you're like, cool. No, I am a unicorn. Look, Ace of Swords, guys. Ace of Swords to the Two of Swords. Somebody made a clear decision, knows exactly what they're wanting. And then you got the Devil that goes into the Tower, saying some truth about some really not good things, and the Tower's coming down. That foundation, that tree in the middle of that pyramid has those apples on there. That Tower's coming down. Whatever somebody tried to protect with whatever wall they put up, wall of lies, wall of addiction, wall of abandonment, wall of escaping, whatever wall they stuck up, right? That wall is going to be known. They will, however, Spirit will let it. We have how many aces? 1. No, 2. I'm so sorry. Give me a minute. Yeah, 2 aces. And it's the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. So there's a lot of truth coming out, and it's breaking down the illusion of this tree, whatever this tree was, right? I'm not going to say anything about that. I know you can handle that. Hi, Brandy. So this truth, somebody's choosing to speak the truth. This person who hasn't been honest is choosing to speak the truth, and it's bringing down this illusion of what the tree, this roots, the family, it's bringing down the illusion of what that is. Most definitely. Yeah. It's just bringing down the illusion. Now, I want to do some advice real quick, because I do believe there's some advice that needs to be done here. But you guys, I mean, honestly, I feel like it's truth that's coming out. 2 people are making a decision to just allow the negative energy to go away and just let the Tower fall now. It's just making a decision to allow it to happen. You know what I mean? It's just allowing it to happen. It's not fighting it any longer. I think both parties knew that this was something that was going to not end in the way that they were really hoping it would. And they both were fighting really, really hard, is what it looks like, to kind of get it to keep going. And it's just, There's love and honesty and a lot of spiritual guidance to say, you know, it's okay to love each other still. It's okay to have a relationship that changes its dynamic as far as who you are to each other, right? Thanks, JR, for saying that. Yes, Caitlin, you made the right decision. Oh my gosh. You made the right decision, Caitlin. I know that sucks, and I'm sorry to hear that, but you did. Okay, so far we 46, which is an ending to a brand new beginning. Peacock spirit, let it shine. You can show love. It does happen for a reason, sister. And if you would have been there, you don't know what would have happened with you, right? You could have gotten into a bunch of stuff that you shouldn't have been in, and you could have been doing the same. The same outcome could have happened with you. So count your blessings. Or negative things that we just shouldn't be around, even though we love these people, we just shouldn't be around it. And you got to do what's best for you and your soul. And I know there's that issue of feeling that inside, but please let that go, because that way he makes his decisions, or he did make his decisions, and you made yours. And everybody has to live with those decisions that they make, right? So that's just what that is. And then I'm not trying to take away from the situation. I know it hurts. I'm just trying to move on. I just want to make that sure, Caitlin, that I'm not brushing it aside. Just don't feel that way. Don't feel the guilt. You shouldn't need to. You shouldn't have to. Yeah. Thank you, Lynn. Our love cannot change them. And that is something that I think that a lot of people, no matter what, even if it is a family, a coworker, a job, a relationship, a marriage, our love cannot fix them. And I think that that's a big thing that a lot of people say is, why, if I love them enough, and I have believed that myself at times, you know, if I love them enough, they'll love me back the way I wish I could be loved. The problem is that you're starting that off wrong, right? The whole thing got started off wrong. So if you want someone who is independent, who's going to treat you right, who's going to be on the same level that you are, you got to get to that point too. And in order to get to that level of independence, you've got to balance yourself out within yourself and say, you know what? I don't have to have anybody around me. I'm cool. And, you know, just lots of love and life to you too, James. It's letting our unconditional love shine and showing how much we do love this person or this family or this job or these people, while claiming the independence at the same time. It's like they know that we love them, but they're like, damn, it's really done. Like, it's like an energy of, I'm here, I'll help you, I love you, but I don't need you. So, okay. Yeah. All right, guys, just a little bit more advice on this. If Spirit wants to give me any more, and then we will be done. Yeah. I love what's coming out. Any more advice, Spirit? Okay. Bottom of the deck, Stag Spirit. Love that, love that, love that. Okay, so after you let your love shine and you do show healing, look at all that green and blue, guys, with that peacock. There is healing in this love, showing this love with respect for yourself. There is healing in that. And then claiming that independence and building that independence for yourself. After that, and that breaks down to a 4, this breaks down to a 4. So you're ending stuff and 2 4s right after ending and starting something new. 2 4s, bam, bam, building. Be independent and be fearless and bold. Badger spirit. So yeah, cats don't need no one, right? Like, they are independent. Like, the cat owns you, kind of. You don't own the cat. You know, if you're a cat person, you know what I mean. Be independent like a cat. If you can't, you know what I mean. I know what you know what I mean. And then, like, for the badger spirit, be fearless and bold. You don't have to take anything from anybody anymore. Dove spirit, 21 breaking down to a 3, be peace, work with spirit, understand that, you know what, this is just how it needed to be. Maybe there were life lessons people needed to learn. Maybe you needed to see some life lessons. Maybe there were just, this is just divinely guided and there are things that needed to happen. Core spirit, 39 or 36 breaking down to a 9. There's always enough. This is about stability, money, jobs, work. This can even be family, what you have around you. There's always enough, always. So the fear of not wanting to go off alone or being like alone or realizing your habits and relationships, or they're realizing their habits and relationships and how they can't be by themselves for a while. They have to jump right into something. Realizing there is always enough. You know what I mean? Like, in the midst of the stuff and the trauma and the drama and the lies and the, you know, bonds being broken, while being independent and fearless and bold, and while having enough faith that it will be okay, and that there will be enough, and that I'm, you know, right? I mean, like, I'm making these decisions, you're making these decisions, we're doing these things. Is it going to be okay? Is there going to be enough? Spirit is saying there's always enough. Stop worrying about money. Stop worrying if you're going to be taken care of. Spirit's got you. Spirit's got you. Then number 2, antelope spirit. Life is speeding up, guys. The reason all this stuff is happening is because if you want that kind of wonderful, loving relationship, which is what everybody is wanting, right? Everybody wants that. And you got to be that for yourself first. And if you can't be that for yourself first, you can't be that for anybody else. And that is the hardest lesson that this Cancer full moon is teaching everyone. Love and take care of yourself first and foremost, so that you can take care of others. And when you're not, and you're just too busy about trying to please the person you're with or the family member that, you know, and you've always tried to get their approval, or the job, the boss that doesn't ever see how hard you work, you know, that's right, Caitlin. You cannot pour from an empty cup. And when all you have done is give and give and give and give, and there's nothing coming back, it's done. There's no more. It's like, I'll squeeze the last couple drops I got, but then I'm good. I'm done. Now I need to go hibernate and regain my inner love and strength, and right. And that's an energy that everybody's feeling. It's like, oh my gosh, okay, done. Get off. Bye. Now I want to heal. And if we listen to spirit, and we do it the right way, and we show love and healing, then amazing things can happen in this, guys. You will have probably even a best friend for life that you have seen grow, and you can talk later on and be like, man, you remember all that? And it just laughing, because it's life experiences. You don't have to ever be around this person again if you don't want to. But I mean, if you got kids with them, guys, you can't stop that. Unless they just disappear and they don't want anything to do with you guys, which I mean, that's shitty if that happens, but I don't see it happening. I see somebody who's the codependency and the energy of I can't be by myself, and I can't survive by myself. And the other energy of I can't be honest with myself because I don't know what I want. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that's one person taking advantage of somebody's need to be loved. Yeah, I know what you mean, JR. I don't know, Christina. I have no idea. I haven't heard from her, so. And Angie's not on here either, so I'm not sure, but yeah, guys, there's always enough. Show your love and healing, and be patient, and be independent, be fearless, be bold. Go off on yourself. Like go try new things, go meet new friends. Allow yourself to have other people around so that you will move forward in the way that you should. Okay. Oh, thank you too, JR. Well, you guys are my joy in life. You know, I love doing this, and you know, I understand with you guys. I have these many people that resonate with the things that I say. That I'm like, wow, there are a lot, and I hear it on the daily, guys. When I'm out, I mean, I do my own little mundane stuff that for my personal life that I gotta do for my kids and things, and I'm hearing things from people all the time, and I'm like, golly, everyone, Like everyone is going through this, and it's not just love. It could be money. There are people that are losing money like crazy right now. And it's like, because that's the thing they put before anything else. Okay? That is whatever you're putting in front of spirit and in front of where you're supposed to be going. Those things are being revealed that they're not good for you, and you need to, or the way you're handling them ain't good. You know what I mean? And those things are being revealed, and you're a unicorn. You're a unicorn. That's right. Self-love. That's right. That's right. Oh, thanks, James. Man, I'm so sorry, Angelina. Don't try to imagine it, JR. Thank you, Jesse. It was a powerful message. I didn't expect this to happen. I mean, granted, this is definitely some resonation for me. But yeah, I didn't expect all of that to come on. So, but it was very much positive, powerful, positive message. So, all right, guys, you're welcome, and thank you guys for being here with me and just being here with me. Thank you, and thank you for receiving the message. And I hope all of you claim your independence, and I hope all of you claim your self-love again, and I hope all of you claim your self-respect, and don't allow anybody to treat you in any way that is not okay with you. And if that's happening, then stand up, because there's so much better than that negative stuff all the time. So much better stuff out there. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Lynn. All right, Jared. Chrissy. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Crystal. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Echo, I'm getting off, girl. Jeez. Thank you for coming. I'm glad you said hi, but I gotta get off now. But watch it. Watch it. Watch it. That's right, Caitlin. You please watch Echo. See you next time. Love you guys. Oh, New Zealand. Woo woo. Awesome. Okay, I will see you guys next time. Love you, and I'll get those messages out, those reads for the rest of the month. And then the Dark Knight of Shadow stuff. So, all right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.